You're having a bad time, and I think I know why. That's such a silly way to start this video. I don't even like it. Yeah, so welcome back. So glad to see everyone. Actually can't see you. Wish I could. You guys, I love the people who come back and watch the videos because you guys give such engaging comments, and then the people who are new who comment or just participate, you make my little heart flutter at the excitement of new friends. Super cheesy, so some of the new people might have just, but everyone else who has been here before knows I'm cheesy, so it's okay. I am in kind of like a cheesy mood. Life updates, in case anyone's curious. I have recently listened to the new Taylor Swift album, but I haven't finished it because she did the anthology, and so I'm working on that. I have a couple things I'm doing in the background that I'm super excited to share, but I can't share until this summer, so stay put if you're interested to see these big reveals I have coming up. It's been really fun, like months long type of projects. I'm very excited to share them. And aside from that, I'm living the normal like young life type of content creator. For those who have noticed, I haven't been posting on my blog a lot, and that's actually because I'm going through a few life transitions so that I have more time to create content for you guys, including my blog posts. So while they have been on hold, I am soon going to be posting weekly again, which makes me happy. Yes, lots of things going on. That said, even with all the good that's going on, they're still crazy, and if you feel the same where you like, I know I have a good life, but oh my gosh, I feel like crap. Or maybe you can't even recognize the good in your life and you're just like, it's all bad. It's all bad. I've been there, and this post is about that today. So let's just get into it. This blog was posted on September 4th, 2022. Blog Twilight. I'm like the Princess Bride. I am reading the Princess Bride right now. Anyway, blog title, Why You Might Be Feeling Negative. As a little girl, I loved to play all day. I would play and play and play, and sometimes everything would go right. I'd get to have my favorite lunch, Chef Boyardee, which is no longer my favorite lunch, but I loved it as a kid. I would spend some time at the pool and go outside with my dogs. Then, near the very end of my day, something might have gone wrong. Let's say a friend might have not been able to hang out anymore. Little Mandy would conclude, today was such a bad day. I did this frequently. My parents tried to remind me that one bad thing did not mean I had a bad day, but it took me a while to understand this. For me, I had to learn that a bad end to my day did not mean I had a bad day. Maybe that should seem more obvious, especially on days when so many other good things happened. Unfortunately though, like me, many humans tend to have a self-defeating cognitive pattern. Negativity bias. This is the tendency to give more attention to negative things or occurrences rather than the positive ones. Essentially, we're more likely to assume or remember the bad things, even if they equal the positive things in number or significance. Scientists believe this habit has a cause. Like usual, that cause stems from our ancestors. Thanks, guys. As humanity developed, they had to deal with noticing and remembering threats. They did not have millenniums of written texts or at-home lessons to teach them about how to survive. Thus, it became crucial to have a negativity bias since it protected our ancestors from earlier dangers. If they did not have that bias and forgot or neglected certain threats, it could have resulted in the end of their life and in the end of the lives that would stem from their life. So we can give a special nod to their attention to these details. However, we need to recognize that most negative things have a different significance now. We don't need to focus our entire day on the fact that we stubbed our toe in the morning. It probably won't affect our lifeline or the future of humanity. We can still recognize the pain because, ouch, but we need to learn how to put negativity bias in perspective of everything else. How do we do that? It starts with self-awareness. And just for fun, let me say that again because it is so hard to do, but so important. It starts with self-awareness. I believe that in most cases, our own thoughts and actions can impact our life more than they can impact anyone else's. Yet it can become easy to think and do things without evaluating how they affect us. I mean, how natural does it come to stop oneself during an inward rant and question, why am I doing this, thinking this, feeling this? These type of questions can just feel awkward and unnerving. The answers to these questions, though, can help bring us to a better sense of self-awareness. When we begin to focus on the bad, we can pause ourselves and look at the scene that's playing out. Then, through the previous questions, why am I doing this, thinking this, feeling this? We can identify why the scene looks the way it does, and we can change it. Notice though that I never mentioned the tendency will disappear. That might not happen. However, over the course of life, we can get better at enabling ourselves to live how we want to live. We can choose to remember the good things or focus on the bad. If we choose to look to the good, change will come. It may come slowly, like years in the making slowly, so be patient with yourself. In the end, as you put forth the effort, you can feel satisfied knowing that you can look back and remember how much good you experienced in this life. Negativity bias, I kind of wish I had talked more about it in that blog post because I deal with it so much. I think we all deal with it so much, right? That's why we complain about work, or we complain about traffic, or blah, 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 right? Like complaining is just in our genes. Like how often do we run into a friend and say, oh, hey, listen to all these small good things that happen throughout my day. No, most of the time we're like, hey, listen to all these small bad things that happen throughout my day. I just need to let it off my chest. That helps, totally. But too often we get hooked into an occurrence or a pattern of just always looking at those bad things, and sometimes dwelling for long periods of time on bad things that have passed, that don't affect our lives anymore, that we're just hooked on because, man, negativity bias is real. It's hard to outweigh the positive when there's negative. Usually what needs to happen is there needs to be at least double positive of the negative. Is that normal in life? No. So we can go on just experiencing the negative and being down about it and thinking life sucks, or we can start to look at the positive. Before I continue with that sentence, please, no, I don't mean toxic positivity where we just say everything's fine and always fine and we can't just be down. And I don't mean that if you are trying to be happy and you're failing at that and not feeling happy, that you're messing things up and need to be better, because there are times when we literally are not capable of reaching happy, just like some people aren't capable of playing soccer or something like that, right? It takes practice. Sometimes it takes additional assistance and training and even additional tools to help us do that. That said, I think a lot of us can do the small things day to day to see the positive. I think there are some of us who might be holding on to things that have passed that we can let go. Let go of the negative things and be willing to see the good things. I think there are a lot of us who can look back on our days, like I mentioned in my nightly routine, and find the good stuff that happened to remind themselves that they didn't just have a horrendous day. In the nightly routine I would try to think of 10 good things, and on really heart-wrenching days, it would be hard, but I always managed to think of 10 good things that happened throughout my day. Always. Sometimes it would have to be the basics where like I had food to eat. Usually, hopefully, food that I enjoyed, but those things still matter. That's a bit of a rant. It totally is a bit of a rant. It's a disorganized rant, but hopefully you followed somewhat. Point is, no, you don't have to always be happy, but as human beings, we tend to lean toward the negative side some, so we need to be a little more aware of our patterns in thinking and our patterns in how we're acting based on things that we're thinking, and then we need to readjust to lean away from the negative more to at least a neutral point, if not a positive point, where we can notice the good things that are going on, especially if our life is running actually quite smoothly. It's just our perception that's off right now. I'm not gonna lie, after that long rant, I'm not sure how to end this except that I'm in this with you. It's difficult. I'm so grateful to have you guys here, and if you liked this video, you can like it. If you want to see more stuff like this, subscribe. We have a fun little community here. I don't know if you guys saw, but we have more than 70 subscribers now, which is just exciting because the other day I posted a video talking about how we had under 50, and then that just went above 60, so I posted a post on YouTube and on my Instagram story like, guys, look what we did, and recently it went above 70 subscribers, and I love how tight-knit we are, but I'm never gonna like exclude the others because it's so fun to see more people join too, and just our strong hearts uniting together to go do good. Wow, the cheese is real today. Very potent. It's been aging for years apparently. Thanks for bearing with me, and we'll talk next time. Enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week. See ya.